All right, let's get into this Reagor versus Oklahoma State, and then I got West Virginia for him on the queue as well. Down here at the bottom of the screen.
Now, we hear that supposedly Reagor believes he's the fastest in the class. Do we actually think that he's faster straight line speed than Ruggs? I like Reagor a lot.
I think
still don't know
Reagor
that
is
he's
more
faster than
explosive.
Ruggs. Oh, yeah.
Let me watch 2 games, and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
And he's much better after the catch.
Yes. As far as making people miss and stuff like that.
Yes.
So that was pretty flat. I'm good with that.
Yeah, sudden. Man, he gets off the ball.
Oh, that was
In a
juicy.
hurry.
Yeah.
Now, his dad played for the Colts, right?
Yes.
Was it Monte Reagor? Is that right?
I don't know what his dad's name was, but I think Ray's having Reagor on for a show coming up on the DDP. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. Definitely look out for that.
Did you see how far off that DB was?
Yeah.
What was that pass?
You know what's interesting is that in college, I knew guys that would press players that were much faster than them because that's the only chance they could stay with them. You know, if they can make them stay off the line and get a hand on them versus playing way off. So there's some different strategies there.
I mean, this is not a good route. He obviously doesn't think he's getting the ball.
No, but yeah, I don't think that one matters either.
Right.
He's like,
Yeah.
if he threw it right away, I'd catch it. But,
Yeah. Right.
yeah, that was pretty lazy too, I think.
Mm-hmm. He saw he wasn't getting that either.
Yep.
I like the. Yeah.
That hands
Never
catch,
mind.
88.
Yeah, that's good. Good catch. God, I mean, when you watch him, you just the way
It's
he
a
gets
good
off the
ball
ball
right
is
there.
differently. It's different.
Look at this ball, Jerry.
He had a dude right in his grill.
I know he did. I'm just.
I actually did a good job of getting rid of the ball, not taking a sack.
Patrick Mahomes would have completed it. No, probably not. I'm kind of curious the size on this here.
Woo.
Ooh.
Keep your feet, young fella. Good cut, though.
That was a good initial cut.
Jeez, man. That dead leg.
I missed a play. Dang it. Sorry. I was looking at sizes. I mean, so it looks like Ruggs is 6 foot 190, they said, and Reagor's 5'11", 191. So they're pretty identical.
Drops the ball here. Hits him right in the face.
That's one thing I've noticed. He does drop the football.
Yeah, his hands are a little inconsistent. But I think they're more concentration drops than
He was
like
looking to
bad
turn
hands.
upfield.
Because I've noticed that when he is catching the ball, he seems to have like a natural feel to it from what I've watched. I don't think it's like bad hands or anything. Man, just the way he gets low, gets his chin down. Look at that angle.
Mm-hmm. He's an athlete, man.
Yeah. The way he like angles his foot 90 degrees and is able to plant right off of it.
Ooh, juicy.
Juicy. So explosive. That's why I think he's gonna beat Ruggs in the 40. That first 10 yards, first 20 yards.
But then again, like, who's good out of blocks? You know what I mean? Like, who knows that stuff? I mean,
It doesn't matter in real football.
I
I
mean,
mean-
that's what I'm saying. But like, you know, that's kind of part of it.
The
right?
40 doesn't matter, I should say. Explosiveness does.
Yeah. So I don't like the combine because then everyone's going to have all these. Oh, they're basically going to be this player. Well,
Yeah, it's just
not when
fun.
you
It's fun.
watch them on the field. It's not for me because then I have those debates forever. And
Yeah. DK Metcalf.
David Montgomery's going to be David, or he's going to be Le'Veon Bell because they're 40 times with the same. Like, oh my goodness! Like
For me, I like it not necessarily for moving players up as much as it helps me eliminate some guys. Like, this guy is just way too slow to play the position, or
Yeah.
this
like
guy,
Elijah Holyfield.
Yes.
exactly. We were able to cross him off the list. Save us some time there. So,
But that's not what happens though. You know what I mean? Like
right.
the hype train just like Cam Akers' hype train is going to be ridiculous.
As it should be.
Oh, here we go. You're going to move him up.
No,
over
he's
Clyde.
he's where he
after
is
we
for
had
me.
this talk.
Okay, that was much better blocking than some of the other.
Clyde's going to be the better fantasy football player.
Yep.
And that's what we're ultimately.
See, he's got effort there. I
Doing
like
here.
that with
Yep.
his blocking. Good
Yep.
effort. Ooh. Yep. Saw it early.
Oh,
Saw it early. But watch the route.
Yeah.
Watch him. Watch the hesitation. Look at it. Oh,
got him to bite. Lost him. Look at that catch.
Yeah, that's what I like about him. I mean, Ruggs cannot do this. We haven't seen it, at least.
No, we have not.
This is why I think Reagor's ceiling's so high. He has great ball skills.
how about back skills though?
That hurt. I was gonna say that hurt.
He comes back.
Baby, come back.
Yeah,
Able
they
to
say he's got a
adjust and
40-inch vertical.
Like that. Oof.
I wouldn't be
That's
surprised
special.
if Ruggs had a 40-inch vertical, though, too, after watching those dunks.
Right.
Yeah.
Jalen Reagor, you hope he's going to. That's a sight we don't like to see. One of the most explosive athletes, not just in the Big 12, but in all of college football.
Tyler Lockett with more grit. Nah, he's more juicy than Lockett.
Opens up, and he takes advantage.
Dude,
Oh,
people have hated on me for saying this, but I think he reminds me of OBJ. He does not have the hands of OBJ. But as far as cutting and moving,
C-Dog Woke just said, I think I listened to a pod that had Ray on, and he comped him to Percy Harvin. No.
yeah,
Percy-
Ray does comp him to Percy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he did. I don't. That's Percy had the agility and more, I think, play strength than Reagor's got. Percy Harvin was so good in college. People forget that. That's why
Was.
I was debating, or I posted this, but people comparing Visca to Cordell Patterson completely forgot who Cordell Patterson was in college. He was insane
run
in
that back.
college.
Extreme Bama, yeah, I have Reagor as my wide receiver 2 in this class right now. With Judy at 3, but I'm in the minority on that.
The other thing I like, the big difference here that I see between Ruggs and Reagor is Reagor puts effort in every play,
Mm-hmm.
or at least way more plays than Ruggs did.
And he has less reason to being on TCU's offense.
That offense is so bad.
That's a great point.
Great job of going down and getting that ball. So I don't think his hands are a concern. I know he does drop some passes, but I think they're more concentration rather than just not a good pass catcher, you know? I don't
Look
think
at
it's
this route. Look at
something
this.
to worry
Two guys
about.
in the same spot in that route. It's like Reagor's about to catch it, and then so the guy.
He's like, he literally stands there like, seriously?
I talk about his effort, and then he did that.
Yeah, to see that play.
Come on.
Yeah.
Walked off.
It
the line.
always happens too. This kicker hasn't missed in 20 tries. Misses.
There's Anderson trying to pick his spot, picks up 2. He came in Stillwater, too. Duggan, little receiver screen to Reagor. Duggan, little receiver screen to Reagor. You can tell that
Nothing you can do there.
I was gonna say there was really no lane.
Hurt
at all.
again.
the leading receiver
I don't
You one of those guys?
on somewhat
It's a bad play.
I don't
He's
think he
hurt.
has any really injury issues.
great game tonight.
I don't think he's missed much time.
Mm-mm.
Ball game at
It's not like Will Fuller.
So is he in the slot there?
Extreme bandwagon. Reagor is not my wide receiver 3.
You have Higgins up there, right?
Yeah, I have Higgins up there.
Yeah.
But I'm not
Oh,
revealing all my rankings.
all right, Reagor coming in there to make a play. Stripping the
I
ball.
like that.
Look at that ball security. What a DB. Ooh, oh, but look at that.
It's pass interference, man.
But look at that.
Yes.
He ate that cushion up. Now he should work him more outside before he comes inside on that, in my opinion. Turn his hips, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, he sat down and they
Should have
wanted
been a
that to be-
flag.
Could this quarterback be worse? Yes, I've seen worse quarterback play.
They have bad quarterbacks at TCU, man.
Yeah, but like I've seen some bad quarterback play.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, have you seen Justin Herbert throw?
I'm not a Herbert hater.
Oh, he's not good. I mean, if it's beyond 5 yards down the field,
I think Eason's way worse than Herbert.
Eason just throws it like a rocket every play.
Yeah.
I'm not I mean, there's 2 quarterbacks in this class I like, and that's Fromm by default. Ooh.
See, and that's the thing for a guy that's not the biggest player. Like, you see multiple times where he has no problem going up, making the contested catch. And that's great to see, because I don't think he's necessarily going to do a ton of that at the next level, but it's nice to see that he's capable and he's not afraid to do that. You see some guys that are afraid to make some of those types of catches. He has no fear when it comes to that.
Well, look at him. He releases inside, then outside. He's got him.
Stacks
and then
him.
DB held him.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he posts him up to high point.
Yeah, man. I mean, to have that burst in athleticism and speed and then able to do this type of thing.
Can't be worse than Christian Ponder. Christian Ponder is bad. But hey, man, I'm a Bears fan. I know all about bad QB plays. So
This is why I'm all about Reagor over Ruggs.
yeah, there's a little Steve Smith in him. I can see a little
Yes.
Steve
Yeah,
Smith in
yes.
him.
I would agree with that.
There you
I
go.
love that.
That's
the
a better
fit-
comp
that's
than
the-
Percy Harvin. Although Steve Smith's a bad man. Like, it's tough comparing someone to that guy. That guy destroyed people.
Do either of you want to catch the ball here?
I love how Steve Smith talks right now, too, as a commentator. Don't you guys love it?
Oh, yeah.
He just
He's
says
one of
it
my
how it
favorite, man.
is.
Yeah.
It doesn't care.
And he knows his shit, too.
It's like, no, you're soft. It's like, I still wouldn't mess with Steve Smith.
I love when he's at the combine. He's messing with the guys on the field and shit.
Yeah.
I forget what quarterback last year. He was like, come on, dude, chill out. Like, you're throwing it like a rocket. People are trying to make money here. I forget who it was. I was trying to think.
Wow, what a great sneak.
Yeah, Tyree. It was
Jeez.
Tyree.
Oh, Tyree Jackson. Oh,
Yeah.
man, I love Tyree Jackson. Ice up, son. Yeah, I love Tyree Jackson. He's like my QB
Did you?
6, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hated him.
Brett Rippon was my QB 5. I have no idea how either went undrafted. And then
hated
Trace
Tyree
McSorley got
I
drafted.
thought he was so inconsistent.
Well, yeah, Trace McSorley got drafted, though. Tell me how that works.
Yeah. I think that was more about above the shoulders type thing than ability.
I think it was because he was backing up a running quarterback,
Yeah,
Lamar
system.
Jackson. They wanted the same scheme.
Yep. Makes sense.
But
And I'd like to be able to see. I wish we had some all 22 on some of these. 'Cause
Yeah.
outside of the release,
Here's
that's
a
all we're
good
getting
view.
to see on some of these.
no, I like that out route 3 plays ago. I thought it was good. He's a better route runner than Ruggs. He's more
Agree.
Flexible. He's more aggressive after the reception. It's rather easy for me to have Reagor over Ruggs, which I don't think I had prior to tonight. So that's why we do this, boys.
Yeah.
Got rid of it. And incomplete at the
Damn, that
That's
dude
good
almost
effort
had
by the
that.
receiver.
Yeah.
I know, that was a great effort.
I
love
thought
that.
he had that.
Oh, look at before this though. He came inside, sold inside, boom, stuck it. That's a good. Hey, for bad QB play, that's a ball
Yeah, it
That's
is.
that's a very good throw.
in a bucket.
He had to speed up for it too. Good adjustment. Good tracking ability.
Man, I love how quickly he gets off the line.
Yes.
Man,
He eats that cushion in a hurry.
real quick. Oh,
Tyree's in the XFL
oh,
now?
oh, I love that route. Oh man, give him.
Well, he had to go back over his other shoulder. Look at that
Yeah.
tracking ability.
And the frame rate on this video sucks.
Oh,
Thank you. Good one to end on. Just gets blasted.
Let's end on a positive.
West Virginia is next here. Sorry, we're running over 11:30, boys. You all good?
Take me home.
West Virginia.
You guys good?
Yeah.
Time wise? Okay.
That John Denver's full of it. You didn't know that was part of this too? The jokes are included, everyone.
Yes, I do have Lamb as my wide receiver one. Do you guys have Lamb as your top receiver as well?
Yes.
Yes.
I tell you, my daughter shit in the bathtub tonight.
Oh,
I know. My wife's gone too. It's,
brutal.
check that one off the box.
Wow.
It happened.
I'm going to call that one
TMI.
birth
Sorry.
control for me, man.
Sorry.
I don't want to
Oh,
do
dude, I got some stories for you then, bro.
God, what is this film?
that. This is, Jared,
What
this
is
is
this?
your highlight tape film right here, man.
Yeah.
This is like they're
Rainy.
playing in an intense fog.
That's insane.
I'm sore just thinking about it.
An intense fog.
First down for the Frogs on motion. Tay Barber to the near side.
All right, Bama fan here. Asked earlier now, after watching your film review, Tua made those receivers, in my opinion. I think so. More than the other way.
Catch the ball.
Oh, here you go.
That's a tough catch, though.
Nah, but yeah,
It's
he said
really
right
tough.
away, so I'll give him that.
Still don't like to see it though.
No. Hey, he comes
Watch
back and
him.
makes
Oh,
a
he's
tackle.
catching him. He caught him.
I do like that effort. That's the second game in a row where we've seen him, a turnover, whether it's his fault or not.
Yeah.
Dude, look at this. He's
trying to
on
go
the
make a
ground,
play.
got up, and then he's like, I'm getting this guy.
Hawks him.
Okay, the guy's not running full speed 'cause he's weaving through traffic, but that's the thing about him. And he's got some heart.
Oh,
man.
run that back. I kind of want to see.
He does have some heart. I'm like so positive. I love this guy. I think he's so underrated still. People aren't talking about him enough.
I know one person that's talking about him all day.
Me?
All day, Ray.
Oh, Ray. Yeah.
Does Ray have him as like his wide receiver one or no?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that would be just.
He talks to Reagor all day.
I know there's a lot of people that, or I shouldn't say a lot, but there's a few people that have moved him up to their top receiver.
On that first possession, he's going to hand it.
Like that's trying too hard.
No, I think he has Lamb. Lamb's a Texas boy. He's got to stay true.
Yeah, he is a Texas boy.
Texas
Is
forever.
Reagor a Texas boy? I mean, I know he's at TCU, but
On this
I
team.
don't know.
TCU with some tempo, pass out to Tay Barber.
I watched all of them today. Some Lamb.
this is another thing that he can offer too is special teams.
Well, that's what I was going to talk about. Lamb returned punts for touchdowns this last year at
Yeah.
his size.
Yeah.
Wait, and not being athletic or fast. Come on.
I think he's
This isn't him.
no.
Let's run
He's
that.
in the play. That's why it's on there.
He has Reagor as his wide receiver too. Okay.
That's kept by Duggan. Duggan Lua.
Oh, here you go.
Direct snap to
Double
Wing
wing.
T.
Double wing right here. Look at him. He's going to block for the extra
There he
point
is.
right there. He's like ready.
Behind the chains, it's 2nd and 15.
For that
Put
inside
on
gap.
right before that.
Bottom of the screen.
Okay, see that one? I don't like that because he's not flat.
Yep.
That's exactly what we're talking about. He's not now. Again, it's 3rd and 13. But here, stay at that. What yard line is that? Stay at the 32. Can you take that back?
Yeah, I think he tempoed down too because he was just moving too much
32,
toward the
33,
sideline.
34. Now it's easy for that backer to match him where he's at. So
Yeah,
he's at 32 when it got him.
I agree. Kind of loses track where he's at. Good catch though. Let's see if we got some questions here. He didn't alligator arm that one.
I've been keeping up with it pretty good.
Why is the media so consistent in calling Judy number 1 when I see so many people having Lamb number 1?
I think that's just the Belindikoff from the year before.
Yeah, and playing at Alabama, always being in the national spotlight. I mean, I guess Lamb was too, but I feel like draft Twitter is always kind of different than what the national media is putting out there.
Yep. And I don't know if that's because the national media is behind on doing film work too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, geez, you want to talk to analytics Twitter? They have Brian Edwards as their wide receiver 1. Basically, is what I feel like. It's like geez.
I do like Edwards, but
I don't hate Edwards. I actually probably will move him to my 5.
He is my 5 right now.
Oh my goodness, you guys!
We're gonna have to watch some of him because I like him a lot.
Oh, boy.
You don't like Edwards?
Not for the hype he's getting. That's the thing. To me, it's all relative to the hype and what your expectations are for Brian Edwards.
Outside of analytics, I feel like nobody's talking to him or talking about him. I feel like
same.
film Twitter isn't talking about him at all.
How does he not have 850 yards ever in any of his 4 years? That bothers me. I don't care about market share, whatever.
So production's a big point for you then?
How do you never have 850 yards ever?
Well, I mean, it's all predicated on the offense too. But if he's getting a large share of his
Demaryius Thomas
offense, I think it.
I'm gonna see what Demaryius Thomas had at Georgia Tech.
He's done for his West Virginia career. What an important player he has been.
Oh, we have a question. Jamar Chase, if he was in this class, would you take him or CeeDee?
Jamar Chase.
He has West Virginia career. What an important
I would take
You're
Chase.
Really tough.
Well, hold on. Do you guys remember Demaryius Thomas first? I should just ask that, I guess, at this point.
Yes.
He had 1,150 yards on 46 catches at Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, the most running offense there was back then.
We'll watch Brian Edwards. You'll like him.
Judy or Riley Ridley? Judy.
Judy.
I know he meant Calvin there, messing. Jamar Chase is in this class. Him or CeeDee? Who did you guys take? I'm sorry.
I'd take Chase. I think he's better. I think he's a better receiver.
I'd probably take Chase too.
I'm going CeeDee.
I think Chase is a blue chip wide receiver. And I also think
he's a
Rondell
little
Moore is.
overrated.
Here, run that play back. Run that play back.
I think he's a little overrated right now. Chase is.
Yeah, 20 touchdowns is pretty good.
Yeah, there's some really good combinations. He's
1,700
wide open.
yards. Yeah.
Wheel routes.
Broke a
Burrow.
tackle on 30% of his catches. That's a nice
I don't
catch.
think he's bad, but I was
doing
Judy or
some-
Ridley. I'm going Judy there. Who are you guys going? Calvin Ridley or Judy?
Judy.
That's a great catch.
I like the physicality. You know, we talked about it earlier, Nick, but there's guys that are looking to score. You can tell every play he's trying to score. He's trying to break tackles. You know, he could have easily just sat down there, let the DB tackle him, you know, but he got an extra 2 or 3 yards out of that.
Well, if you go back on like this route right here, okay, one, this is terrible leverage by the DB. Look how far outside he is already. But he gets inside right away, then vertical stumps up, and then comes back inside to give himself a room. I really like that route.
But on this 3rd down and goal, looking in that direction, a fade.
It's wide open.
They said we should do Tyler Johnson and Edwards.
I'd be fine with that.
Looking in that direction.
We can do an official
Controversial.
T. Higgins one. Do Higgins and Edwards.
Well, we kind of already did one, unofficial.
Yeah.
Looking in that direction,
I couldn't clip it. It like disappeared.
Oh, really?
Actually, I think I have it saved, but I can't like break it down to just T. Higgins.
Oh, I got you.
Handoff Anderson.
Yeah, I think it was me, you, and Ray on that one, right?
Yep. We did what? We did Higgins and Jefferson, right?
On third down, they bring 3. The pass incomes.
What was he doing there?
I think that was like he was trying to sit down in the zone, so he hesitates, and then there was traffic. I don't know what he.
It's either that or they're trying to pick that guy for the running back's wheel.
Oh yeah. That seems right.
Oh, that could be. And then I think he got caught up and should I try to go back and get that guy? Okay.
Great starting field position at the 47. Duggan looked long, but
Good decision, quarterback.
How about this? How many running backs are ranked above your first wide receiver?
Confidently at this moment, 2.
I can't remember. So, I mean, what's your guys' strategy in rookie drafts? You go running back early? The top couple picks, typically?
Typically, I mean, it's best available for me, but traditionally that ends up being a running back. It's just so much easier to get receivers and get good value on receivers later. It's really tough to get good value on running backs later.
Yeah, to me, I mean, I'm patient. If I draft a guy, I'm not gonna like move him right away. So to me, it's whoever the better player is. I don't really have a regular strategy.
I don't think
Not
there's
early.
any elite player in this draft. Like elite.
No.
I agree.
Nope.
There's a lot of well above average players, though.
Yes, a lot of good players.
Making a miss.
He's
Dude.
jogging now.
Dude. What would it be like to be that fast just once?
I know. I just want to experience that.
I'm gonna tell you what, like, you watch people play and like, okay, that guy's really strong. That guy's got really good skills. Everyone wants to be fast. That would be the number one.
Yeah.
Like, I go back and I watch, who's the guy at Kent State? Remember Dre Archer?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever watch his college tape?
A little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Like, there's time, like, if I'm like sad, you know, it's like, you know, at night, I'll just turn on Dre Archer highlights. I'll be like, man, that would be so much fun. Like, it just cheers me up. Like, I just love watching fast guys do fast things in college.
The number of like professional football players that little old Kent State has put out has been phenomenal.
Right. Edelman.
This year's draft
Archer.
for elite,
Who
Cribs.
else?
Jeffrey Nichols. Ran 4.29 and 40-yard dash this spring. Says down there.
Uh-oh.
So it says on the
It's gonna be
screen.
interesting. It's gonna be interesting. They let him return another one?
Fair catch called for. It's going to hit a West
They actually
Virginia
kicked
player.
him?
Dexter McCluster.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't insult Ricker like that.
It's going to hit a West Virginia
Dude,
player.
did you guys like Riley Ridley last year? I never did. I never got it.
No.
Here goes Barber again.
No, not really.
I mean,
I
think
think
of
I had him ranked as like my 29th receiver or something
I had him
ridiculous.
like 36 or something.
so the Bears draft, my team couldn't have been worse. They went Montgomery, who I don't like,
Bad draft.
and Riley Ridley. I was like, it's like the worst draft.
And they took Ridley in like the 4th too, didn't they?
And they traded up for him, I think.
And then he saw the field like twice all season.
Oh, wasn't good.
Man, I thought they were going to hold on to Emmanuel Hall for a little bit.
I loved him. I had
Me
Emmanuel
too.
Hall ahead of him.
I had Emmanuel Hall high, and then he tore up the combine. But he
But
had
his
that.
issue is he's always hurt.
Yeah.
His hamstrings.
He had that. What did he have? He had to get
Didn't he have like
surgery.
a sports hernia or
Yeah,
something?
sports hernia. I still have him stashed on a few rosters.
Deep ones.
He'll get a shot again in camp.
15 now after the penalty. Fake the jet sweep. Duggan's pressured. Davis, a lot of room on the far side. We'll get.
You guys, what's
A lot of
the
running.
ideal landing spot for Reagor?
Alanalua gonna run.
You have it in as a question here. What do you guys think?
If you could take out Nico Harman and put him in Kansas City, that would be ideal.
It's always Kansas City.
How about
keep
this
hearing-
one? How about this one? How about Green Bay?
I think Green Bay would be great.
They
They
need
have, they have a
speed guy.
lot of like 6'3" guys that could really use a quick, speedy guy out of the slot.
That'd be good.
On 3rd and 9.
Trying to think.
Josh Grouden angling it to the near side.
I don't know.
What a punt. It looked like it came out at the 1.
What do you got, Garrett?
It's a line of Lou at the back.
The draft spot that I've seen him land at a
Speed
lot,
cut.
and I don't think I like it as much as people want to like it is New Orleans, and I don't really like it. People keep wanting to put a number 2 wide receiver there. They're gonna keep feeding.
It's a good play right there.
It is.
Michael Thomas. No, you're
That's a
good.
good route.
Alvin Kamara. So I'd have to think a little bit more about that. But one that I actually wouldn't hate, it would be kind of a weird one, but I actually wouldn't hate Detroit. I think he could do some nice things there with Kenny G, running out of the slot, do some of the stuff that Golden Tate used to do. I think he's going to stretch the field more than Tate ever did, but I think he could fill that role very, very nicely.
People forget Matt Stafford before he got hurt last year was balling.
Oh yeah, he was balling.
He was what, top 5 or 6, right?
But he was I think the efficiency wise, everything, he was ridiculous.
That's great concentration there. That's a really hard catch to make. When you have right before you catch it, you have a hand in your face. I remember those. That's really tough to do. So the concentration that's good to see.
Dug in, flushed out, taking a deep shot towards Reagor, trying to race to it, but it's overthrown, incomplete.
Them either pre or post snap.
Gonna run with it. Dug in.
Run.
Got plenty of time.
3rd down and 2.
I mean, there's some other spots that would be, just make complete sense, like Buffalo. That would make great sense. Miami.
Do you think him and John Brown would take away from each other a little bit?
Yeah, I think they need someone else badly.
They do. I picture them taking a more of a T. Higgins type guy. They could.
I think they need anybody. You already got Beasley in the middle, so.
He got beat there at the point of attack on that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was underthrown too. A little bit better ball.
Yeah.
He might have had a better shot at that.
I mean, you could say Dallas
He lost his feet.
if they lose Cooper.
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, he lost his feet. That was tough.
Oh, Philly would be really good. I actually like Philly a lot.
Yeah, Philly
That's
needs
a good one I hadn't
needs
thought
a
of.
guy like him.
Bring it 4, Duggan in trouble, hit as he throws, dropped by Reagor, and it's going to be 4.
Yeah, make that catch.
Bring it 4, Duggan in
So he was
trouble.
Takes
drifting
it out
up
of
the
the
field
close
much, is that?
game.
He's drifting. Go flat.
Possibly on the line.
Goes flat. He probably makes a catch.
Most
Yep.
likely to overtime and a touchdown to win.
Oh, they converted there, huh?
Yeah.
Duggan, Reagor,
Woo.
all the way
Okay.
up to
That was
the
behind him a little bit.
Totally redeem yourself.
Duggan,
Oh, that quarterback got drilled on that.
Yeah, he did.
Good on you.
Ooh.
Boom.
Reagor.
It was a great catch.
It really was.
Plucks it out of the air.
Against Texas.
I love saying a receiver plucks the ball out of the air. Makes you sound smart.
All right. Hey, a couple other things. We're going to do another episode next week, and it's going to be from when I used to be offensive coordinator in high school. One, we'll kind of talk about terms and things like that, but also you'll see what I ran. I don't know if that's going to be interesting for people or not, but it's a spread offense, and I'll be passionate about it. I don't really like it. And then I have one other thing to say. I don't know if you boys have anything, but it's Wednesday. I don't know when you're going to post all the links to this one, Jared, probably tomorrow. But if you have time and resources, take your significant other out on Friday. Okay. It's a special day. Make them feel special. Okay. It's not necessarily a money thing all the time. It's an effort thing. Okay. Something. Just do that. They'll appreciate it.
I'm going to the store tomorrow making some chocolate strawberries.
Well, there you go, man.
Look at you.
Yep.
You want to know what I'm doing?
What?
So I found out that because my buddy was going to come into town and from Florida, and so he's not going to come until Saturday now. So then I tried to make reservations, and it's like everything's booked up. So I'm going to make the rack of lamb with cherry glaze off of How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Have you seen that movie?
Yes.
That's a legit meal. So I'm gonna try and make that one. See how she likes
at
that.
you.
So
Look at you, man.
hey, man,
I love it.
it's effort, man.
Yeah.
No, couldn't agree more, man. A lot of times, even though I bumble over myself and mess it up, as long as wife sees that I'm attempting, she's thrilled. So
I'm sure everybody in here is appreciative of you reminding them that Valentine's Day is Friday. My buddy in our group chat was like, alert, alert. Valentine's Day is Friday. Valentine's Day is Friday.
Oh,
I always think of the Office episode where Ryan hooks up with Kelly the day before Valentine's Day. It's like, what was I thinking? February 13th?
that is the worst.
So final thoughts on Reagor here, boys?
Very impressed.
Yeah. Very impressed.
More impressed than I thought.
Good ball skills. Good hands, even though he had some couple drops there, but I think his hands are natural. Explosive athlete. Gets off the ball fast. And he has good top end speed. Can make people miss in the open field. I don't know. I don't see many holes in his game, to be honest.
Is there anything that you think, because we watched Ruggs at the same time, is there anything that you think Ruggs does better than Reagor?
No.
That was the thing for me too. I think they have very comparable speed. One might run, a slightly faster 4.3. Like, okay, but I mean, as far as route running, being more physical, being able to box out guys, the run after the catch. I mean, all of it seemed clear cut. Reagor was a better player on the field.
I think also the thing that we're not even talking about is he's a lot more flexible. His body will bend and move in different ways to get out of breaks better than Ruggs can, and effort, which was the other thing that we saw. So
yeah,
I think those two things were very, very easy to spot on film. So no, this is fun. I'm glad we did this.